Stephenie Meyer's Eclipse is the Twilight installment that finally justifies the phenomenon. Love, war, and destiny collide with surprisingly sharp teeth. Plot and pacing Eclipse raises the stakes from page one. The love triangle now shapes every chapter. Meyer divides tension between graduation, newborn armies, and marriage questions. The alternating crises keep pages turning fast. Each chapter ends with a quiet threat. That rhythm sustains momentum despite familiar settings. Fawkes feels both claustrophobic and charged. Readers sense danger creeping with every misty dawn. Still, the middle third drags in campfire legends. Long exposition halts the crackling suspense. Yet those legends expand Quiluta lore with respect. They also foreshadow the climactic battle smartly. The final confrontation feels earned and brutal. No twist shocks, but execution satisfies. For pacing, Eclipse lands above Twilight, but below New Moon. Scenes of mundane school life collide with looming vampire warfare. That contrast fuels the novel's unsettling mood. Meyer times lighter moments before heavier revelations, easing tonal whiplash. Some readers may crave tighter editing around reunion conversations. Still, the emotional stakes justify extended dialogues. Every digression circles back to Bella's looming transformation. That singular thread anchors the sprawling plot. By the last page, countdown tension sticks like glitter on skin. Character arcs. Three hearts clash louder than any vampire brawl. Bella finally owns her desire rather than apologizing. She negotiates boundaries with each suitor, showing growth. Her motivation feels clearer than previous volumes. Edward matures as well, loosening his suffocating control. Cullens become more collaborative, respecting Bella's agency. Jacob, however, steals emotional spotlight with raw vulnerability. His banter hides genuine terror of losing both friend and tribe. That fear manifests in risky, borderline manipulative stunts. Meyer keeps him sympathetic through honest interior monologues. The triangle feels messy, passionate, and painfully believable. Secondary players like Rosalie gain overdue depth. Her backstory scene delivers gothic tragedy within few pages. Even Victoria, once stock villain, shows strategic brilliance. These incremental layers enrich the ensemble dynamics. Critics argue Bella remains passive during big fight. True, she observes more than acts. Yet her choices trigger every clash and alliance. Charlie's quiet acceptance adds grounding humor and realism. Even Volturi appear briefly, foreshadowing larger political storms. The cast now feels like a living, combustible community. Readers can pick new favorites each reread. Themes and symbolism. Eclipse interrogates choice and consequence beneath the romance sparkle. At its core, the book debates sacrifice. Bella weighs mortality against eternal love. Her question echoes classic Gothic heroines like Lucy Westenra. Meyer modernizes the trope with graduation gowns and Volvo engines. Free will threads every major conversation. Edward must accept Bella's autonomy or lose her. Jacob must respect consent despite primal imprint urges. Even newborn Riley believes he chooses vengeance. Parallel stories of Quileute elders remind readers of colonial wounds. The vampire-werewolf treaty mirrors contested borders worldwide. Meyer frames these ideas with accessible metaphors, not lectures. Fire and ice images recur, symbolizing incompatible destinies. Bella sees Edward as marble, Jacob as warmth. That binary fuels fan debates long after closing the cover. Another thread questions female agency inside patriarchal supernatural politics. Alice's visions illustrate how surveillance can masquerade as care. Bella fights to author her future itinerary. teen readers often relate to that struggle for authorship. The themes may not enthrall academics, yet resonate widely. Eclipse thus delivers depth without abandoning entertainment. Verdict and recommendation. Eclipse lands between crowd pleaser and critical stepping stone. The novel polishes Twilight's strengths while exposing lingering flaws. Narrative urgency improves, but dialogue sometimes circles. Action scenes benefit from clearer spatial stakes. Meyer still overuses adjectives, yet her sensory images stick. Audio listeners may crave lighter description rolling. On representation, Eclipse squares identity tensions only partially. Indigenous voices remain mediated through Bella's perspective. Still, Quiluti characters receive increased agency compared to earlier entries. For die-hard romantics, the proposal scene delivers swoons. For action seekers, the mountain fight scratches the itch. Newcomers should begin with Twilight, not here. Young adults will devour Eclipse in weekend bursts. Adults revisiting may find surprising emotional maturity. If you skipped New Moon, recap videos will suffice. Physical copies include an enticing first chapter of Breaking Dawn. I recommend borrowing if ambivalent, buying if already captivated. Either way, Eclipse propels the saga toward its irreversible choice. You'll close the cover craving immediate closure. Read my full, spoiler-rich analysis at the blog for deeper themes and character charts.